So we're opening up Animate and we're going to start a new file. And this character is going to be a symbol that waves its arms. So we're going to start with a name for it, wave arms person. We're going to press OK. Now, this character is going to have different body parts, and each body part should be on its own layer. So we have the torso layer, and we've got the right arm, and we've got the left arm, and we've got head. Now, if we wanted to add eyes and ears and a mouth to the head, we would probably put like a mouth layer, and we would put on a left eye layer and a right eye layer. So on the torso layer, I'm going to go with no stroke, and I'm just going to put a green shirt on the character. So there's his green shirt. And on the right arm, which is the character's left arm, but I always go with what I'm looking at. So the right arm would be on the right side over here, and the left arm would be on the left side. But for the character, it's probably actually the opposite of that. So on the right arm, I'm going to draw an arm that's about that long. And we want our arms to be the same length, so I'm going to copy this arm by pressing Command-C. And I'm going to go to the left arm, and I'm going to paste on the left arm, and then I'm going to move it into position. So I'm going to stick the left arm there. So we want some overlap with the arms on the torso. And here's the right arm. I'm going to move it so it's got some overlap. And then the head, we're just going to leave his head off for right now. So right now we have a character with his arms sticking out in kind of like a T shape. Actually, let's toss his head on just so we have the effect. My character is going to have a blue head. That's pretty good. He's going to have almost no neck. So there's my character. He's got his arms straight out. The next thing we need to do is we need to decide how long this animation is going to be. So I'm going to put it at about 4 seconds just to begin with. So I'm going to click in the last frame on the head and press F5 so the head stays for the whole time. Then I'm going to click in the same position for the torso, and I'm going to press F5. And we want the torso to stay for the whole time. And then on the arm, in the first frame, the left arm, we're going to go over to this tool here. It's the bone tool. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see where it is. It's just below the paintbrush. It might be set to bind, but right now I want it to be on bone. And our arms have 2 bones. Really, they've got a shoulder and an elbow for joints. So I'm going to click and drag from the shoulder to about where the elbow would be and let go. And then I'm going to click and drag to where the wrist would be and let go. So I have 2 bones there. And you'll see Animate's created something called an armature. So that's where the bones are. Okay. And then on the right arm, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click and drag from the shoulder to about where the elbow would be, and then click and drag to about where the wrist would be, and now I have bones in the other arm. So the animation, we know we want it to be the same length as the rest of the video. So I'm just going to press F6 in the end, and I'm going to go to the other armature, and I'm going to press F6 in the end. So now my arms basically for 4 seconds are standing straight out like a T. Okay? But we're going to start in the first frame with both arms down by our side. So I'm going to use the black arrow, and I'm going to bend the arm so it's kind of like down by the side, and I'm just going to adjust where the arm is and the shoulder is, so it's the joints right where my shoulder would be. And on the other arm, I'm going to click in the first frame. I'm going to use my black arrow and bend this arm down by its side and adjust where the rotation point or the elbow would be. So I just want to like fine tune that. So now I'm standing kind of like a guy flexing, my arms are out by my side. So this is going to be the starting position. We're going to get the left arm, his left arm to go up. So it's our right arm in the project. It's going to go up and wave twice and then go down to his side. And then the other arm's going to go up and wave twice and go down to its side. So in the first frame, the arms are by the side. And we're going to start with this arm, and that is the right arm. And in about frame number 15 or so, I'm going to press F6. And I'm going to move the arm up to the position where I want it to like stop. Okay, so in that position, I want it to stop right about there. And I just fine-tuned with the arrow keys the rotation point, because we can move the rotation point as the frames go, and Animate will calculate the movement for us. So once his arm's up to this point, quickly, I'm going to press F6. So about 4 or 5 frames later, and I'm going to get this arm to move in to there. And I'm going to adjust the location a little tiny bit. And then in about frame number 25, I'm going to press F6 and I'm going to move this arm out a little bit. And then in about frame number 27 or 28, I'm going to press F6 and I'm going to move it in a little bit. And then in about frame number 30, I'm going to press F6 and I'm going to move it back to where it was in the beginning. And then in about frame number 45 or so I want the time to put my arm back down to be about the same length of time. So that's about 15 seconds. So 15 seconds plus 30 is about 45. I'm going to press F6. And I'm going to move this arm back down to close to the starting position. So if I press play now, the animation looks like this. Oh, something's not quite right. Go back to the beginning here. There we go. Now notice the right arm just raises up. His right arm just raises up. So I'll play it again. And we can set a loop here as well, so we can watch it again and again. I'm going to loop the whole thing. So the right arm goes up and waves, and then the whole thing goes up again. Because I haven't finished the animation here. Right? Because in the end on this arm, I didn't tell it to stay at the bottom. I told it to go back up. So for example, if I want this keyframe to stay the same the whole time, this keyframe contradicts that. So I can just clear this keyframe. Oops, wrong one. In that frame, and then it doesn't move it back up. So it does its movement, wave, and then back down, and then it stays the same. So now we're going to work on the other arm. So this arm starts down below, and at about when this other arm fully goes down, we want to start this other one going back up. Okay, so what we need to do is add the keyframes in. So we're going to clear this keyframe here. So he's going to start with his arm down. When this arm is fully back down, maybe a little bit later, I'm going to press F6. And I'm going to move this arm up in a second, so I give it a little bit more time. F6 here. Move this arm up to the position we want it. Adjust where the shoulder is with the arrow keys. Then we're going to go to about frame number 65. Press F6. Moves his arm in. Then we're going to go a couple frames later. Press F6. Move the arm out. Go a couple frames later, press F6, move the arm in. A few frames later, press F6, move the arm out. And then after it's been out for a second, we're going to put another keyframe in. So he's going to pause with his arm up. And then in the end, the last frame, we want this arm to be all the way back down to the bottom. And you can see there's a gap here. We just need to fine tune with the arrow keys where his shoulder is, because we don't want it to look like his shoulder broke off. So then when we play the whole thing, this arm goes up, comes back down, this one goes up, and comes back down. And it just repeats over and over. So that's the basics of using an armature. You can use it for walking, for things that move around. And if we put this into our movie, I'm going to go back to the stage here. If we put the waving guy on our movie in the first frame, and we adjust his position so it looks like he's kind of like in the movie, and I press Command Return, this will just loop over and over and play again and again. So if you have somebody dancing, then you can have them moving the same movement over and over, or walking, the same type of thing. So that's the basics of using a bone tool. Bone tools have trouble with objects that have stroke to them. So be careful to not use the stroke too much, because strokes don't bend as well as pre-made shapes. So I'm more than willing to come around and help you out. If you have any questions, make sure you ask.